Hello YouTube, this is Vacuum Addict today. Firstly, I'd like to apologise for no video last weekend. We did have a couple of technical issues. Cut a long story short, I had a fault on the phone line. So the broadband was very slow indeed. The broadband has been fixed. I also had to buy a new phone as well. That's how bad the fault was. It was due to the phone was faulty and there was an issue on the phone line. So BT actually come out and fixed it on Monday. So touch wood. So Carl wasn't really in a mood for doing videos because, as you can see, he does like watching YouTube, and if the broadband goes down, well, it's Armageddon in the household. So we actually used the bandwidth. So we literally switched everything off so he can have the bandwidth, which was running very slow, to keep him occupied. So yes, we've got a special today. Battle the Henrys too. Now, not so long ago we did a comparison with the Henry Hound and the newer style Henrys with the airbrush. So today,
I hate the airbrush.
Today we've got the battle of the turbo electrics.
And the turbo electrics.
So before Pneumatic come out with these sort of heads for their more newer style vacuums, back in the day, going back to the 80s, believe it or not, they actually come out with a power head. Now, so, and then this one will literally fit. This one will literally fit most machines with the power takeoff, so it will cover quite a lot of a range of Carl's collection. It's older Henrys. I think up to maybe the 90s. I think maybe some of them had them on there. I can't really remember. So actually,
this one's been discontinued.
Yes. So what happened is, as you can see, this one's called Henry, but this one never come. This power head never came with this one. Unfortunately, I've had a bit of a spring clean and an organisation of Carl's collection over the 6 weeks holiday.
And I know what it is. I think it's at the back of the bed.
Yes, and I think it's pretty much underneath his bed and buried. His Henrys have got like a little villa in his bedroom, so they're actually underneath the bed. So it got to a point where by the time I dragged his tool sets out, and I was like, well, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. So I got the next closest thing to the Pneumatic.
The original one.
So this is a Henry. This is an NV.
Well, it's the same MV.
Oh, it's a HVC, isn't it?
No, the HVC.
This is a HVC Henry, so it has no cable rewind. The original style Henry without the cable rewind. And I think they had ones called Pneumatic before that as well, like you've seen with this power head. But it does fit, and I do believe that the motor setup is probably very similar, maybe not exactly 100% right. So we're going to use the Henry today.
Oh, the second Henry's are the Shames.
Yeah.
Original Shames.
That's right. The next one on the list is the Henry Hound. Now this poor old Henry Hound has had a pretty rough life, sucking up lots of dog sort of mess.
Hair.
And hair, and very smart. We've still got the air freshener in there. That one.
It smells like cigarettes when we turned on a minute ago.
It does, yeah. So I've put the filter through the wash, which is not advisable. But if it's that smelly, I'd rather have it slightly degraded and smelling a bit better. The next Henry is a current Henry. So that one is from the 80s. That one's...
Nice and decommissioned that one out and made a...
Yeah. This one is from the noughties, but not as in naughty as in I'm a naughty boy, as in naughty as in 00. This one is a current Henry. This is an exclusive Henry. It's the Henry Turbo. They did back when this one came out, they made a Henry Turbo with the red power head. So we decided to just give it a bit of fair. We'll just compare the new one. This is not the latest head, mind you, but this was the head that come with this machine. He has got the...
Why the latest head spins faster?
We could have got the allergy out, but the problem is the demo we're going to be doing today I didn't want to use the energy for this because it's probably going to pretty much
block out the filters.
Block everything up, and you know.
And the filters make the nerves.
So as you can see, look, the rug at the moment's not. Well, this is probably one of the last demos we're going to be doing on this rug. Brand new demo, mind you, because I've actually got a new rug coming next week. So my attitude with it is now.
I want to do this old rug.
So what we're going to do, we're going to be moving the rugs around the rooms. That's what I do. I think it's probably going to be
here,
where that one is.
I've already got a pumpkin over there.
So this rug is going to go over there. The brand new rug is very similar. I've been looking out for rugs quite low. Every time I wanted to buy this rug, it was out of stock. So I've took a plunge. I bought some shorter curtains to cope with the new radiator. So we've got new curtains, and I bought a new rug. So the rug's coming, I think, probably on Monday, I think. But
and we got our pumpkin.
so you'll probably be seeing this one on Vintage Week, the new rug. So what we're going to do today is, as it's the last time we're going to be using this rug, I'm actually going to abuse this rug by chucking lots of stuff down. Let's do a little slight comparison with these. This one, very similar. If you ever know about the vintage, Miele's. This one I do believe is made by that Visselwerk, which is a German company which basically makes... Visselwerk, is it? Yeah, so they basically make a lot of the heads for the Miele's, and quite often a lot of the pneumatics as well.
Yeah, and that turbo head's made by them, I think.
Yeah, I think it could be, yeah. I think we've been on the website and you've seen there. So that one's called a turbo electric. 100 watt motor in that one.
And in all the Henry heads.
This one, the disadvantage with this style is if you want to go back to having a hard floor head, you've got to take all this wire out just to do your hard floors, which is a little bit inconvenient.
Or you can unplug the turbo.
But this head is 100 watts, so this is like the same power as like what you'd have on a modern vacuum. So it should do, technically, it's the most powerful head out the lot.
It's the same wattage as the V11 head.
Yes, same wattage as the V11 head, yes. And I think that's the reason why the V11 head is breaking. Because I think it's too much power. So this one, they made this one slightly different. It has a special set of poles, which meant you could just take the end off here and put an hard floor head on.
And now you have to use this adapter for the attachments on.
The other thing with this one is the power port socket is in the front. So unless you could, technically, I think Pneumatic Rules mate did it. I think he extended the wire and he could put it around the back. Possibly. I think he did. He made it fit or something.
Yeah.
I think he did. Yeah, so maybe wrong. But yeah, so this one fits in the front. This is a 25 watt power takeoff. This one's a 100 watt power takeoff. And this is a Henry Turbo exclusive. I think you can get them in like places like the Range and a couple of other shops. I think Euronics do it as well. So
Traeger Mills.
Traeger Mills do it as well. Yeah, our local discount shop. And this one has got an air-driven power head. Oh. The problem with the air-driven ones is you've got like a little fan in there with a turbo, and if you suck up some very, very hard items, I would say like popcorn kernels or something like that, you might damage the actual fan in it.
You want to see the fan?
Go on then, you can take them out then. Let's go and show. So that's got its disadvantages here. Plus as well, they can get clogged as well. Yeah, so there you go. That's how it works. It works like a turbo on a car.
It might actually spin a bit.
And that's why they call them turbo tools, because it is a very similar concept. So what we'll do now, we'll get some dirt. We'll get some pretty nasty dirt on the carpet. I'm actually going to also empty the contents of my Dyson Ball Animal 2 as well. A quick update as well before we start doing the video. Dyson are replacing. They are bringing out a brand new upright mains powered machine.
It's called the straw ball.
And it is called, so I do believe the light ball is going and they're replacing it with something called the small ball.
Oh, what's
But
the old name?
it is not going to be like the small ball. I haven't seen any pictures. I've just had a word of mouth from one of the Dyson guys in one of the shops, and that he always likes to keep us sort of updated, but obviously he can't give too much information because, you know, it's, you know, what's the point? So yeah, so there's going to be a small ball coming out in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He originally gave me a date of end of September, but that was in June, I think. I knew about that. So yeah, so we'll get some dirt on the floor. So obviously, and we'll see how well all these Henrys. As you can see, I have pretty much
Actually,
messed the carpet up, which we're not bothered about because.
it's quick.
So I've put lots and lots of complan on it. I've put like 3 packets of this stuff down. I'll put some rice down. I've put some roll oats down. And to finish it off, for a bit of fragrance, I think we should put some Lily of the Valley down as well. Homage to the old Hoovers. I'm going to put some of this down. I'm probably going to spend the whole afternoon dusting the room out after, because as you can see, all black stuff there, lovely. Black's nice, but black needs cleaning, and I should imagine it will be a perfect test for the V11.
Now the room shall shaking.
So it does got a nice fragrance now with it. So we've actually got dirt with fragrance. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to trod this stuff into the rug a bit, because like I say,
It's supposed to move dirt shaking back.
the weather isn't very good outside, to be honest with you. So I'm quite happy.
It's supposed to move shine and dust
To spend
in the carpet.
the dirt to get this out the carpet. So
what do you call it?
what we'll do now,
Baking soda.
we'll do one passing back.
Supposed to be a
Right, you're going to do one passing back with the Henry then?
What the?
Division? It would spell quite nice. So what we got here,
What were we doing?
we got the vintage Henry first,
Oh.
from the 80s. From, I'm not, you know, with the optional head. So we'll do 2 passes with this one. £100 power head.
Here we go.
Two passes. Slowly, mate. Very nice and slow. Yeah, alright, keep going then. The back, mate. The back pass on it. Let's have a look now. Didn't that do well? We did have a line of shame on the actual forward pass, but on the back pass, it disappeared. Now this Henry Turbo Electric is slightly wider.
Dad, you got a rollover box on the fuel.
Yeah, that's this rollover. Yeah. So as you can see, look, you can see the difference this power head is made. Now you wouldn't.
Find some more things.
And the advantage with a bagless machine is, or bagged machine is, after we finish with the bags, if we choose, we can just throw the bags in the bin.
I
So
think it's my unusual paper bag in it.
I don't know which one, but we've got abundance of paper bags, mate.
I don't know the power heads on it. Just
Yeah, it was on because we tested it.
turn it off when we fire it up. And
Go on then.
And now let's turn the power head on.
Slowly, slowly.
Let's do it. I'm trying to wrap around here.
Right, just go a minute. Oh, sorry. Oh, that one. Well, that one's done a very good job indeed.
Oh, God.
I just think that this one, I don't know if you can see here,
I think
but it just looks, this one looks a little bit cleaner at the moment. So I think this one's winning at the moment. So what we'll do now, we'll get this big bit out of the way because it's unfair and it's a turbo head. Turbo heads, if you suck that up with a turbo head, it's probably gonna block the fan on it.
Let's see what this is. Let's see that. Oh God, I can't even push it. There we go.
Keep going there. So to me, and that's air driven. That's a 25 watt power head turbo electric. And we've got the one from the 80s. So I think this one's not been a bad job, but got to remember this one's practically brand new. The bristles are gonna agitate the carpet a bit better.
I think it went all the way at the end.
It don't matter, mate. So that one's done a good job, but
It missed one bit.
it did miss one bit, and as well,
It is bogging down.
this one has done a good job, but I can see, from where I can see it, that is actually still got powder in the carpet. Now this one actually has the most suction because it's a 12, well, let's get it right. This one uses the most energy, and then that uses the second less energy, and that one uses the least energy. And this one, I do believe is the winner, looking at what I can see here. It just looks a lot cleaner. So which one do you reckon did the best job for using it, Kyle?
I think the new one.
Which was the easiest one to do?
I think this one.
Yeah, because it's driven by, it's got a motor to drive it. So if Pneumatic's watching this, I think there is a gap in the market for having a power head on a Henry. I think they do a Henry pet. I'm sure they use, I think I have seen pictures of one with a power head on it.
It's in the USA, it's a
Harry with a power head, and it's like a sort of a Dyson style, like V11 sort of style, small power head with it, won't it? It won't look a big one like that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to use whichever...
It looked like this.
Did it?
It looked like this. And it have power pose.
Power pose.
And
Oh,
it have power pole, and I also have a cable coming out like this from the pole.
right. So what we'll do now, really enjoyed doing this one. This has been one video.
I just have to wind off shit down it.
Yeah, this has been one video that we've been wanting to do for ages, really. Like you say, you know, the 80s power head, fantastic. So what we're going to do now, we're going to finish off cleaning
With the 80s.
with the 80s power head, just to get this one cleaned up. So what do you say now, Kyle?
Bye for now.
Please subscribe to Vacuum Addict. Thank you very much for watching. Really enjoyed doing this one. You know, it's nice to get a couple of Henrys out, compare them. So, mind you, this power head is pretty much impossible to get hold of. I was very lucky to get hold of this one, being in the right... see, it's picked most of it up. I obviously Cole's vacuum.
You got all the dust on
Yeah,
the
I
sink.
know. I'm now going to have to give this front room
And my iPad's got all shaking.
a very deep clean. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching.
We need one
I
of
will be
Dyson in a
busy
minute.
for the next couple of hours getting it clean. The best thing to do is to let the dust drop, then do it. So I'm going to sit down for an hour, get the video edited, and then after continue and finish the cleaning off. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Vacuum Man 8 and bye for now.